Alright, welcome back. This is MDawg, and we're going to continue our our leveling experience. I should have checked the cafe, but I guess we'll have time to run back. Let's just get fishing as quickly as we can out here. I'm going to go right back to 5038. We had a long stream today, did a lot of fishing here at Copper on my main account. We actually did try 3 different spots, and I think it is fair to say that overall 5038 still feels like the best one, but it is nice that there are many spots that feel like they are worth considering. So per normal, we've got to reset up this stuff, and we're gonna go classic hair rig on 2. And might start off with, actually think I want to do large 1 on this. Oh, how low on banana 10 are we getting? Pretty low. Might have to, we're gonna have to go back pretty quick. But remember, it often takes a little bit of time for things to get popping. I'm also moving to a 12 clip instead of an 11. For what it's worth. Alright, this one will go loop rig. I'm sorry, I don't have loop rig. Paternoster rig. And we will put ground bait in here. Is that the leader that they start us with, or did I just already have that one for some reason? I think I purchased that one or something. I don't know. We're gonna try honey dough. Actually, I want to use... large 1 hooks with honey dough. Okay, on this one we're going to do size 4. I really hope they still have sweet banana in stock. They definitely don't have banana dip in stock here, so if you are coming on a trip, you want to come with banana dip already in your inventory if you're planning on using this current stuff that I'm using here. Alright, so now we got to do the 65% cast. It's a little long. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, I'm going to go get some stuff from the store, and then I'll come back and hopefully we'll have some fish. Alright, we've got some fish on. Alright, let's see what's on the honey dough. First fish on honey dough seems to be like a 3.3 mirror. I want to make sure we have this set up as appropriately as possible. Oh wow, we have 3 fish on. Is this clip not set? What in the world? I don't think this clip was set. And that is a common carp. And we got bottom fishing points. Oh, I switched the line. It's not that the clip wasn't set. On that middle line, it said I switched the line. That always resets the clip. Alright, let's see where this lands. Yeah, that's about right. Okay. Alright, so this happened last time too. We may occasionally get the small roach on the honey dough, but maybe it's worth it long term. I don't know, we'll see. Oh, there's an orangey. First orangey. So, seems to be working. There's 41% in bottom fishing, by the way. Seems to be working once again. We're on our way, hopefully, to making pretty decent silver. Got some commons, some mirrors, but we also have an orangey. So, we'll see how it continues to develop. But it's looking good so far, even with just carp ground bait in the water. That two-eyed in a row, yeah. It is that slower time of the afternoon here. Hopefully it'll start picking up again. The eyed are strong at the moment. I know it can get a little confusing with me pausing between bites on really what the bite rate is like here. We started 14 minutes ago, and we're kind of averaging a fish a minute, I guess. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Not quite a fish a minute. There's been some gaps, and then there's some that happen, 3 in one sitting, or 1 minute. But so the bite rate's pretty good considering we don't have PVA or spod. Now the quality is not great, but that might be time of day as much as anything. We'll see if we get some random decent ones mixed in here as we move forward. Hopefully we will. I think when we kind of get into the morning, at some point, I'm going to just pull up the fish, and the best fish we have, we'll see if any of those have come in on honey dough to sort of decide if we want to keep honey dough or not. F1. You really want those small mirror carps to be F1s. Well, let's get a look now, and then we'll do it again. I'm not going to make a final decision yet, but let's just see what we've got. All right, sweet banana 10. Sweet banana 10. Okay, so what's the first? Okay, so honey dough. Mirror carp honey dough. As I'm looking, I guess what I'm realizing is that the bite rate is just ultimately pretty low for honey dough. Yeah, we have no reason to have honey dough on right now. That's a terrible decision to have this out. Well, I'm glad we looked at it. I was going to wait. And I'm not saying that honey dough wouldn't occasionally get a decent fish. I'm sure it would. Somebody was telling me in stream today that they have fished a lot with HoneyDough here. And done quite well. And I'm sure that's true. But compared to banana, and if anything, I'd rather lean towards bite rate in this spot. And it seems as though putting another banana out there is the way to lean towards bite rate. It gives us more of a chance of leveling up our bottom fishing. I think, you know, more of a chance that we get that random koi, which I don't think HoneyDough is probably as high a chance of doing that. And maybe a few less, you know, small roach and stuff that HoneyDough is going to catch. Ultimately, it just seems like the bite rate is better on the bananas. This was definitely the longest time we went between a bite, but that's the expected time, right? Like, carp start to wake up again 3:30, 4 o'clock. We might start to see a little more activity now, but we had this like 5+ minute gap there. Not unusual. All right. So we made it through the slow. Let's see, what can we do here now that it's... Alright, yeah, we want to see more F1s. There are a lot of eyed here. I think especially when you're not using PVA and spot, it seems like the eyed really come out. It's amazing. Now, I don't know how well, I haven't actually noticed, that's something we ought to maybe pay attention to, how well these eyed sell for here at Copper. Everything tends to sell for a little better than you're used to. There's another F1. This is what we want to see. But, yeah, it's just amazing the amount of eyed. 3 eyed while 10 eyed, 10 eyed and 3 F1. So, 22 fish in 39 minutes. Now, we'll probably do a little better over the next 20 minutes or so, but it's still, it's not great. It's good enough. It probably, you know, it's not great. That's a nice one. Just get a few more like that. All right, is this another F1? Yep. And yet another one, and that's 2 kilos, and that's 41.5. We're kind of in a good little spot at the moment. Things are looking a little better here in the last 7 minutes. It's, again, not the fastest bite rate. Like, if you're used to this spot on on PVA or spot or whatever, it's not the same experience, but it's also not bad. I do think we should consider doing this. Well, we've hit 20 and a half. That's pretty cool. One heck of a nibble. Ooh. Little mirror carp, I guess. What do you think? We're closing in on an hour here. We've got 31. Not all of them are keepers. We're using this Craft Baits 10 banana dip, large one hooks, except at least one of them. I think we still have a 4. Yeah, 4 on there, but probably not a dramatic difference in the two. I think it's still worthwhile. Yeah, I mean, I think it's still pretty good. It's so eye heavy. Certain times of day, it's amazing. As we have 1 day, 6 hours left. I think, okay, so I think what we should do here is we fish till nighttime, and then we'll still get one more session in, whether it's in the same spot or somewhere else. Just depends on how things go here, but so let's try to catch a couple more fish here. So much XP for these little fish. Mm, nice that that's not a mirror, or not a regular mirror. Still get a couple more fish here before nighttime. You know something I haven't been doing because it's so, like, I've just been, I guess, paying attention to how the banana was going to work and all that. We have not been making pieces of fish. I don't know if I did it at all the first couple sessions here. Which some of these fish, like koi and stuff, at this point, silver is so important, like that might be justified. But these little common carp and stuff, we gotta be leveling up bait harvesting. The little miniature mirrors as well. Yeah, I dropped the ball on that one. Because I just don't think I've done it since we've been here at Copper, and we would have had plenty of fish to do it on last session for sure. That's a nice F1, by the way. So let's see, in an hour, for this hour at least, 3 times we're getting the rare. And 10 times we're getting Keeper F1. Not, you know, not terrible. Alright, let's see what we've got here. Oh man, it's the other one. 23,000. We've actually caught, isn't that 3 different koi during this hour? 3 different types of koi. Yeah. That's pretty amazing. All right, so we get a couple last fish here. No great surprise there. Now this is no-eyed, like a mirror. All right. We'll see how we did here. So we've got just under an hour, so our final session here will be just under an hour. I'll try to time it so maybe we're starting middle of the night, or, you know, like 2 or 3 a.m. Hopefully the spot gets popping by morning and we just see what we catch all day that day. Overall, it's been pretty good. I don't know what this will translate to silver-wise, but pretty good. We got to see some color. We certainly got a lot of XP because of the koi. Wow, that is nice. 85. All right, so let's get a naked number here. 489 in an hour and 15 minutes, let's say. But we're gonna go 85. I think that'll be it. We never got a huge common carp. Gibbles come out there sometimes, but not really for us. So basically 90. So that's 649 basically. 649. Largest fish 51. And that puts us up to 2,600 silver. So another great session. All right. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions. We should have one more little session here at Copper before we are finished with the second copper trip. All right. Tight lines.